The magnitude of rent-seeking in our economy, while hard to quantify, is clearly enormous. Individuals and corporations that excel at rent-seeking are handsomely rewarded. The financial industry, which now largely functions as a market in speculation, rather than a tool for promoting true economic growth and productivity, is the rent-seeking sector par excellence. Rent-seeking goes beyond speculation. The financial sector also gets rents out of its domination of the means of payment, the sky-high credit and debit card fees, and also the less well-known fees charged to merchants and passed on, eventually, to consumers, the money that the financial sector of the economy siphons from poor and middle-class Americans through predatory lending practices can be thought of as rents. In recent years, the financial sector has accounted for some 40% of all corporate profits. 40% of all corporate profits. This does not mean that its social contribution sneaks into the plus column, or comes even close. The recent economic crisis showed how it could wreak havoc on the economy. In a rent-seeking economy such as ours has become, private returns and social returns are badly out of whack. In their simplest form, rents are nothing more than redistributions from one part of society to the rent-seekers. Much of the inequality in our economy has been the result of rent-seeking, because, to a significant degree, rent-seeking redistributes money from those at the bottom to those at the top. But there is a broader economic consequence. The fight to acquire rents is at best a zero-sum activity. Rent-seeking makes nothing grow. Efforts are directed toward getting a larger share of the pie rather than increasing the size of the pie. But it's worse than that. Rent-seeking distorts resource allocations and makes the economy weaker. It is a centripetal force. The rewards of rent-seeking become so outsized that more and more energy is directed toward it, at the expense of everything else. Countries rich in natural resources are infamous for rent-seeking activities. It's far easier to get rich in these places by getting access to resources at favorable terms than by producing goods or services that benefit people and increase productivity. That's why these economies have done so badly, in spite of their seeming wealth. It's easy to scoff and say, we're not Nigeria, we're not Congo. But the rent-seeking dynamic here in this country is the same.